A new and startling report this past week
Listen
about
up.
the CIA making it harder for intelligence about Russia to reach the White House. Politico interviewed 9 current and former officials who claim CIA Director Gina Haspel has become extremely cautious about which, if any, Russia-related intelligence products make their way to President Donald Trump's desk. Joining me now is one of the authors of that piece, Natasha Bertrand. She's a national security correspondent for Politico, also an NBC News contributor, which we're very glad for. Let's get into this thing because the report is pretty stunning. Can you walk us through what these officials told you and the logic behind keeping intelligence on Russia from the president?
Yeah, so what we were told is that starting around late last year, around the time of impeachment, the CIA began to become a lot more cautious about what kind of Russia-related intelligence they were sending over to the White House, sending downtown from the agency. And the reason for that is potentially 2 different explanations, is what we were told. The first is a little bit more concerning, which is that potentially CIA Director Gina Haspel just really doesn't want to get on the president's bad side and doesn't want him to be seeing intelligence about Russia, because he is known to explode in anger anytime he's presented with negative information about Russia. And the second possible explanation is that she is trying to protect the agency from any kind of blowback. So she's just being extra careful about what is actually going to the White House so that the agency can be seen as completely beyond reproach. And as part of that, she has begun to involve the general counsel of the CIA, Courtney Elwood, much more in reviewing products that the CIA's Russia House puts forward before they actually go downtown to the White House. So there are 2 possible explanations for this. The bottom line, though, is that less intelligence has been getting to the NSC about Russia specifically. And of course, the National Security Advisor is known to be very reluctant to bring up anything Russia related around the president because he's just so sensitive about anything related to Moscow.
Okay, so what is the risk here, and how concerned should we be, if at all, about the fact that the president is kind of being kept in the dark about whatever intelligence is gained about Russia?
It's a bit concerning in many ways. Obviously, it would prevent the president from making fully informed decisions about Russia policy, obviously. But on the other side of the coin, though, people say, well, maybe this is actually better because the president's advisors around him and people further down might actually be protecting that intelligence from a president who is known to kind of blurt out classified information, for example, in meetings with Russian officials. So some people say that this is actually a way to protect that. But the bigger picture, of course, is that if the president is not leading on this issue with the most up-to-date information about Russia, then that could be a big problem. I mean, we saw that the president was insisting, for example, that he was never briefed orally on the Russia bounties issue, and therefore not respond appropriately. Now, that might be unconvincing because he has yet to respond and he now knows about it, but it's things like that that could impede him from responding forcefully to Moscow pressure.
Yeah, well, as I said, it is a stunning story. Thank you so much, Natasha Bertrand, for bringing it to us. Republicans promising to fast-track Amy Coney Barrett's Supreme Court confirmation. Why aren't they doing the same for a coronavirus relief bill?
This is Decision Tech,